So when we are in the middle of something, it can be really hard to hear what needs to be heard. It just can. I mean, self included. But this is why we go to mentors and coaches and guides, right? We find people that we trust, we find people that we look up to, we find people that we want to be like, or that inspire us, or that we're willing to listen to. Because sometimes the truth just hurts. And that's okay, because we're human. We're here to have feelings. But lack is a mentality. Let me say that again. Lack is a mentality. And abundance is a mentality. I am that I am that I am. What we believe we are, what we feel like we are, our feelings, that's what we portray to the world. And so it can be really hard when we're in that moment, or in that, I call it a loop cycle. When we're in that loop, when we're in the, just can't get out of it. But this is where it's really important to find somebody that you trust, somebody that you can look up to, somebody that you can hear the truth from. And whether it be friends, family, strangers, sometimes we gotta go to strangers because, friends, they know too much of our own personal stuff. So we gotta find somebody that we can look up to that's willing to give it to us. Again, self-included. Not ruling myself out, And this is why I too have mentors, guides, coaches, because you do. You gotta have people in your life that are willing to give it to you and remind you of who you are, remind you of how powerful you are, and remind you to be grateful, and remind you that lack and abundance are both mental. It's mentality. Because again, even just going back to what I heard earlier, abundance. It's having my needs met when my needs are, I don't even remember now, but my needs are met when it's needed. I think I just butchered it, but you get the drift. You get the point. So you can either look at one side and look at lack, or you can look at the other side and look at abundance. There's the meme picture that floats around where it's two people on a bus, and one is looking outside the window and it's all rocks and they're down and they're seeing the ugly and the gray, and then you have the other person at the other window who's just seeing just the beauty of nature and the beauty that's out there. And so again, it's just a matter of what are you looking at, but what are you focusing on? Because what you focus on is what you bring in, is what you attract. So yeah, there it is. Hard truths.